Do you ever think about the end of your life? I'm going to be talking about dying and potentially dying alone in this episode. In case that isn't something you want to hear, I'll be with you again tomorrow. I'm Annie Hood. Hello and welcome to Well Intel Daily. This is the podcast that joins the dots on wellbeing perspective and everyday relevance. Until recent years, I didn't give much thought to the end of my life. I don't have children, and I fleetingly wondered to myself what the end might look like without a younger generation of immediate family. About a year ago, I joined a small workshop led by Wendy, a soul midwife. We discussed the work she does and why it was so important. Soul midwives and death doulas are non-medical end-of-life practitioners. And one of the things I loved the most in the insights she shared was her recognition that death had become much more medicalised over recent years and very far away from the gentle passing of our souls in the decades and centuries gone by. She shared that in our modern world we have, in some cases, lost sight or, more accurately, lost connection to our intuitive wisdom of staying anchored to the things that matter most, not least our soul and spiritual connection. And knowing about the work that Wendy does really gave me pause, and I wondered, does getting more intimate with death mean you and I are able to live more fully? I'm starting to think so. Death is, after all, the one certainty we all face. And as I started thinking more deliberately about it myself, I realised I felt unexpectedly relieved. Relieved because I think finding answers and resolution to fears, particularly around something as certain as end of life, is liberating in a way I just had never imagined. And what I mean by that, for me, is a fear not so much of death, but of being alone at the end. I know this is incredibly sensitive because of what so many people went through during COVID, but I bring this up because loneliness and the number of people living alone is at an all-time high. Knowing there are increasing numbers of people like Wendy whose skills and commitment is to be there for people and help them bring peace and to provide reassurance as they near the end of their life is such a precious role in our communities. But it isn't only at the end. They're helping to inspire you and I to tune in to the innate intelligence that we all have, but that life today has managed to push into the shadows. Perhaps it's time for it to take centre stage again. Tomorrow, the hand-in-glove dance between pollution and climate change. Do follow, share and review, and of course, be well.